In relation to Seth, that which was channeled by Jane Roberts, first of all, let us say that Seth, as was present in those books, is, as it were, no longer in existence, simply meaning it is now a very different entity. So the Seth of those books, as it were, lives on in the energy of those books.
So I think with a lot of spiritual work and channeling seminars and the seminars we do, nowadays more and more there is more feeling coming through, because we're ready to feel and ready to feel together as a group. And that's something that's beginning to open up more and more as we go through this century.
As you open your heart, as you activate that compass, it will point you straight towards your joy. And that isn't always what people think it may be, because, for example, it may lead you straight to a wound to be released, because your joy lies beyond that. As you open up to the wider perspective of your spirit in freedom, that is a multi-perspective, where you see things from many sides, and that allows you to see many different experiences that are contrasting, all as equally valid. And then going up to the level of the world or Christ consciousness, that is then the level of perception from all humanity, where you see that everyone is choosing consciously. On some level, the deepest level, going all the way up, everyone on this planet is choosing what they are choosing. They birth into it with consciousness and reason. And that's why it's the taking of self-responsibility that helps you start to connect up these. To connect with your spirit, you have to take responsibility for your life. And taking responsibility from your life births partially from understanding that life is a reflection of you. Not taking responsibility for your life is looking in the mirror of reality and saying, no, this isn't a clear mirror, this isn't me, that's someone else, that's blame, that's judgment. Instead, to take complete responsibility is to say, what I am experiencing is a reflection of me, and I'm the one creating it.
You are all creating something very new, very new. And all of you are pivoting between how you feel about that new. Understand the pivoting is so important, so useful. But I am here to tell you it can all go faster. Does not mean it should. Does not mean you have to choose that just because I have said this. This is the truth of this time. The truth of this time is if you truly want what it is you are ready for, you can focus on it and arrive at it faster than any other period in your life.
Welcome. We shall take a look at you today for a while, for indeed things are very different here. Different in us, and different in you. Please give us a moment whilst we flow some energy through our new body. The biggest choices, some of the biggest choices of your life. And when we say biggest choices, some of them may seem very simple. Some of them will be yes or no, left or right, stay or go. And when I open myself to channel, when I communicate in that way, all I'm doing is taking what you feel in your heart, when you feel your spirit, when you feel those moments of connection. All that I have done is integrated with that. I have fostered my connection with my spirit such that it is opened up. And as that opened up, what I discovered was many other layers above that opened up into a whole multi-dimensional reality. And that experience for me is the core experience of my life.
So the women have had a great influence on men, and this is what is not understood. It is so interesting because many of the women of your time, and particularly going back in the last 50 years, would believe that they have been disempowered by men. But the truth is they have been powering men. Think about it for a second. Those wives who influenced their husbands in power in public. Those women behind the scenes who were actually as much a part of the decision-making. And do not get me started on Jesus and Mary. So, what I would say to you is, it is a good question, for it allows us all to take a moment to take men and women off the hook.
Just be. There are no limits to what you can be. You are infinite. The joy of this life arises through completely allowing your own being. Within your heart is a dream. The meaning of life is to live that dream. You can only live that dream if you believe you can. Believe in your dream. You are free to be whatever it is you wish to be.